May 16th, 2025. It's about 8:45 in the morning here at the Freedom Factory for the Cleetus McFarland Driving Experience. For those of you who are not familiar, Cleetus McFarland is actually Garrett Mitchell, but Cleetus McFarland is like his Florida man persona. And if you haven't seen his channel, it's pretty much the adventures of Florida man and his friends doing crazy Florida stuff. Like buying a used jet plane that'll never fly again and parking it at his facility. But he owns half of the drag strip over here, Bradenton Sports Park, and the old DeSoto Speedway, which is now the Freedom Factory. I thought the gate would be closed, but here we go. And burnouts marks already. My guess is going to the main gate. That's where I'll head. There's the sign. Yeah, well, if you're a helicopter pilot, you would. You'd be busy. That's not a cheap helicopter either. Yeah. Well, none of them are, but that especially. If you'd like. I'm wanting to do kind of like what it's like the guy CJ, he did a pretty good video, like what it's all about.
Maybe just welcome, but then as we get into the nuts and bolts, being hot.
Yeah.
So.
What kind is that? As a GoPro?
Yeah, just an old GoPro 8.
I gotta get one of those.
Well, welcome everybody. If you would please start by signing the release. It's the most important part of what I'm doing today is just having you guys sign the release.
That's what they said at the drag strip last night. Sign your life away here.
Yeah. Yes, we got Mississippi, Tennessee,
North Carolina.
and North Carolina.
All part of Mississippi.
A t-shirt that you can only get at the Driving Experience. Scotty? And you got this for your birthday gift, or?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome.
And yours for anniversary gift, right?
Yeah.
Driving
Yeah.
Experience, that's cool.
Yeah.
Charles?
Yep.
There you go, sir.
And mine was for Christmas, but today's my birthday.
Well, happy birthday.
Thank you.
Man, that's awesome. So there's a t-shirt that you can only get when you come to the Driving Experience. There's a lanyard, you know, big thanks to Race Equip. They help us equip with everything in the cars and your home.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, no. This is the advanced course. This won't be the
Yeah. It's like when they tell people in the news don't drive through flooded waters, and they always show somebody driving through flooded waters. Oh, he popped his tire.
He beat it with the tire.
Just blew a tire off. Don't do that. That's not what you want to do. All right. When you're all done, leave your keys in your car. Grab all your equipment and head inside. Just to make things clear, if your car breaks, we'll happily give you another one. Unless you
So
cause
when
it.
you guys park, just head over to that CMDE building. You'll see it on the side of the building. You won't get suited up yet. You'll do a ride along. All three of you will go in the car with Ryan, and he'll give you the line, tell you where to accelerate, where to decelerate, and kind of get you ready. When you get done with that, then you'll go into the CMDE building, get suited up with all your safety equipment. So then they'll call you one by one. If you're not on deck, you're welcome to watch. If you're on deck, we'll be getting you strapped in the car. So when you're done getting strapped in, just make sure they press go on the to record your experience. They'll almost always remember, but if you don't see them, press to turn it on, just remind them. Second gear the whole time. You come to the top of the hill, wait for a signal, either over the radio or a visual signal from Ryan, who will be standing here, our race director. You turn right onto the track. Your first lap has not started yet. So just get a feel for the car. You can hit the brakes, turn around, do whatever you want. Just kind of get a feel for the car. When you cross the start finish line, your first lap still hasn't started. You'll come around, you can start accelerating, you pass Ryan, green flag, your first lap still hasn't started until you cross that start finish line after that green flag. And then your first lap, and he'll call off some lap times and then tell you, what you might do to.
All right. So going around the Freedom Factory back to the back. So as far as you can go, and then turn.
Up, you guys will get in, you guys will take off in second gear. They'll let you know when the track's clear to roll out. The hill's blind, you can't see nothing, so when I tell you you're good, you're good. You see on the track the cones. The cones go into the corners here in turns 3 and turn 1. We're not in the gas past them. If you drive in too hard, the car's going to want to do this going into the corners, so you want to make sure you're out of the gas at the cones going into 1 and these cones going into 3. The cones coming out of the corner are just good acceleration points. More visuals than anything. When you're at them cones, you can really be full throttle, but you'll start easing into the gas a little bit before that.
Well, there's the couch.
So when you're coming out of the corner, you're going to feel the car where it wants to come up. Coming out of the corner, you kind of want to let it come up towards the wall. So you don't want to be down like 2 grooves or nothing like that. Going in at these cones, you're off the gas. You touch the brake a little bit just to get the car to turn. But when you go in, you turn, you kind of got to turn again. So it's not like just one turn, so you really got to keep the car down.
So you touch the brake, you let go of the gas, and then you touch the brake going into the corner.
Yep, so you're off the gas at the cones, you're touching the brake a little bit just to get the front end to dive down. You're steering into it, you're steering into it. You're letting the car ride up the track. Stay above the yellow line in the corner, so there we're steering into it, we're steering into it again. From about the center of the corner, you can start easing in the gas. So off the turn it that one time and you see where you end up. And then you really turn it into it, and then you end up in there. So that's where it's crucial to really try and steer into it.
So you steer in and then steer in more.
Yep. You'll take the checker flag on the back stretch. Just make sure you keep your speed all around the front stretch to really make that lap count.
Yep.
Pull in this way.
Yep, you'll pull it this way and then exit, because it's hard to make that right-hand turn. I'll be in your ears. You got what we call a race saver. It's one-way communication. I'll be working with you on the lines, what you should do, what you shouldn't be doing.
Yeah, drag racers make me nervous. You know, we have a lot of those that race with us, and I constantly remind them to turn left. They got the straight part down.
Cool. Thank you.
All right, have fun.
Good.
Good to go. Second gear, top of the hill.
All right, got me in your ears?
Gotcha.
All right, track clear. Go ahead and roll on out there. We'll take the first couple laps, get comfortable with the car, work on your line.
I'll be getting on right now. There you go.
Okay, if you're thinking about doing the Cleetus McFarland Driving Experience, do it. Worth every penny, worth the trip, however far you have to fly, drive, whatever. You'll be addicted though, you'll want to do it again. So if you've watched this video, please like and subscribe. Thank you. It's kind of cool seeing some of the cars here. Cameron Johnson, Kevin Smith, KSR, Victor, JH Diesel. Oh, he's rubbed up against something a couple times. Jim York, Clay, Jack Stand. Whoa. Yeah. Oh, I didn't see this. Neighbor. There's some new ones. Oh, the Summit pace car they blew up. And a Vice Grip car. Now, not all of these cars are junk. Some of these are just, it's like a holding area. Because there's Butterbean's car, he just raced. There's Garrett's car that Maddie just raced in the Mom Prix. And you can tell with the seat all the way forward. Normally Cleetus is back in the back almost. So tons of cars back here though. Like, this video is not going to do it justice, because you've got all these cars here, and then yes, some of these are junk. Well, they use them for parts and whatnot, but it's got to be easy over 100 cars back here, plus the buses and the on top cars and stuff, and some of the Danger Rangers. I had almost forgot about that, where they put the grass on top of it. These just look crazy. Literally, the driver has the gas and the brakes, and the guy up top has the steering. Yeah, if you've watched the videos, it doesn't do it justice. Like, this is a big field, just packed with stuff. All right, I believe this is a Falcon 20 that they bought. Never gonna fly again, but they do want to run the engines and possibly turn it into a bed and breakfast or something, or like a little place you could spend the night in. Crazy.